Yo, what is going on, guys? Liar here. Hope you all having a fantastic day. Today, we'll be discussing my biggest weakness when playing Crucible, and that is poor challenging. Okay, so most people know my real weakness is lag. I complain too much about lag and bullshit, but let's not talk about that. This video is talking about what I do wrong as a player and some areas I need to work on to become better in the game. Now, the gameplay you see on screen right now was my very first Crucible game of Rise of Iron, in which I was bad since I took a huge 4-month break from PvP, and even more from sweats. And I'm going to be showing you guys some tips about challenging opponents, and before you say, kid, you're bad, you're trash, or what do you mean, oh my god. The point I'm trying to make is that these tips will help a lot of people, and not just me. Since this is the first time I'm doing this, because I've never really done a Crucible guide before, I made a brief list of the possible situations that can occur, and what you should do to counter them. So the first thing that you should do is not challenge enemies in a stupid way. The reason why you see me doing it in this gameplay is because I don't like staying back. It's boring for me. Sometimes I don't care about doing good and improving. I just play for the heck of it. So don't just recklessly charge unless you're just trying to play for fun. Or if you have G Fuel injected into your thumbs. Next, don't rush with just a Juggernaut shotgun. Especially with a Juggernaut nerf, you'll have a rough time warrioring enemies now. Even if it wasn't nerf, you can't depend on Jug Shield all the time. It's more of a way to get a cheeky trade or a quick solo kill. And that's if they're a somewhat below average player that doesn't know how to counter Jug Shoddy. And if the enemy is together, you won't get close. The next step is to not get greedy when getting kills. I get greedy and I want the kill a lot of the times, but sometimes it's better to play smart and play safe, as the kill won't matter that greatly if you trade, and in some situations it could be worse. An example of this is in Trials. You separate from your team and the enemy is all close together. You manage to pick one off, maybe even two, but unless they're all clueless or you're a better sniper than Sir Demetrius, you better get that montage clip, or else you're donezo. After you're dead, the enemy can just get revives and push on you, leaving it to your team to fight a 2v3. The next step is to not peek out when you expect a sniper to hardscope, or when you know sniper lanes. If you remember seeing a sniper hardscope in a head glitch snipe where you died before, play cautious or he might pull it off again, and so on. You have to know when they peek so you can adapt to their playstyle and find a way to counter it. The next tip is to use an emote or sword if you have one equipped to look around corners. This helps tremendously even if you think it isn't. You get advantages of third person awareness for what you couldn't see in first person. Think somebody is waiting for you to pop your head and show up so they can get the jump on you? Just sit down around the corner so you don't get killed so easily. And maybe you can even get the jump on them. Next tip is to not challenge when you're one shot or low health. Just hide. If you see them getting close to the radar, run unless they are absolute as well and you feel confident with your shots. The next tip is for when enemies are crouching behind doors or corners. When they do this, they're either struggling to escape from death or they're just scummy and they want to get sneaky kills. Either way, they're prepared for you to charge them. So the best way to get the most out of the situation is to use a grenade or elevation to avoid their trap. If they're in a room, a well-placed grenade will force them to move or they'll die. So be prepared when they do move. If they're crouched behind a bunch of crates, just get above them. Quickly pick them off before they make another run for it. And if they're a warlock with max recovery, you might as well just let them escape. They heal faster than you can damage them with a full mega 4th horseman. Okay, I'm just kidding with the last part. Me and my warlock jokes. But they will try to heal fast. Anyway, not only can you use your jump to kill them from hiding, you can use it to bait anyone rushing you aggressively. If he's charging you through a door, just get beside the door, jump above the door, and then move to the other side without him seeing you to bait him for a free kill. They won't know you're on the other side, and when they come in, you can easily just finish them off. Just make sure to be careful when doing this. They can know what you're planning, and don't always expect them to push all the way. And if you have a shotgun, rest in pepperoni mid-air accuracy. Next tip, know your battles. If you can't counter it, just back off and change your plan. You have to be the one to make the decisions. So choose what you think is a more effective strategy, and when it's best not to challenge. Ask yourself, risking to challenge 2 enemies or not to peek at all? Can your gun skill back yourself up? A very important tip is to not push enemy groups alone. Stay with your team unless you're flanking, and you can hold your own in a 1v1 situation at least. And for the final and most important tip of all, just because I told you to be more cautious doesn't mean you should just camp and never challenge ever again. That won't help with anything, as you'll just be as useless as an AFK player, and if it's in trials, you'll get collapsed on hard. And if I see any of you do this to me, I will hate you for life, and I'll make it my goal to farm you that game. Don't be that guy. So that's going to be it for this video. If you want more helpful tips for PvP, just let me know, and I'll make another one if the support and feedback is good. That's it for now. Catch y'all later. And oh god, I said it again. Liar out.